Lords and ladies, welcome back to more Final Fantasy 7 New Threat. So before we go on to, well, more of the Tifa rescue plan here, just to show, I did indeed get the 3 carbon bangles I said I would get off screen in between episodes. A nice dex plus 30 and fire resist. Not that interested in the fire resist, it's more just the dex boost, to be honest with you. Obviously this is the save that has the umbrella. So I no longer have the enemy away material, but I'll be honest, I don't tend to ever use it, to be honest with you. Now, as for setup for this boss fight going forward, I am dropping Barret. I'm going to let Barret take Tifa to safety. We're going to keep Aerith just for the magic damage. And the fact that with the Mithril Rod she can heal us as well, to be honest with you. And then obviously Cloud, I've got the Fairy Ring on him just to block sleep. Materia setup is almost fairly straightforward, apart from the fact that I got my restore the wrong way around. Just do that, and then chuck poison on him, whatever, that'll do. Gotta make sure I've got one AoE healer. Now, this boss we're about to fight, he can be a slight pain. I'm not even gonna lie. Right, I'm saying a slight pain, right? This dude can be an absolute huge pain, right? But I think we can do it. We can do it. Better believe it, you. Oh, Jojo. Well, we don't want Tifa to be purged, and I mean, it would be a shame if the bloke operating it forgot to hit the purge button the minute Barret shoots at it to rescue her. Now, we are going to be doing some stealing and some morphing here today. What a surprise, right? I know. You weren't expecting steals and morphs in my Final Fantasy 7 New Threat. Honestly, it's become my favourite thing to do is to check every boss and nigh on every enemy for its steal and morphs. It's absolutely... Ooh, sorry there. It's absolutely taken over. I'll play the game, every boss, to see whether there's anything that's actually usable or useful from stealing and morphing. Now, obviously, some of them you're going to see us doing through the course of Shinra here, right? Just are completely not... They're pointless, right? They're not items we need. But we're going to be morphing them anyway. Just purely because, well, I need them for another fight. So like I said with this here, right, with getting Tifa to safety, we're actually going to send Barret. Barret's going to take Tifa here. And we're going to keep Aerith. So... I mean, it should make things a little bit easier. Aerith's got a really good magic start, and then, like I say, what I'm affectionately calling the healing rod. Barret, take care of her. Barret didn't get very far there. But we get Red 13, who has one of my favourite innates, actually. A bonus of strength and magic up to plus 45 in battle. So the longer these fights go on, the stronger Red 13 actually gets, which I don't mind that at all, to be honest with you. Now, first things first, obviously we're going to sense on Cobalt 14 is what we're fighting here. And as you can see there, red starts with the enemy skill materia. We just learned laser there. Dude's weak against fire and holy. And red comes with some decent materia. So we'll start by getting the cobalt a bit burnt there before we chop them up with a bit of a paralyzing strike there, which gives us a minute. And there we go. There's our next enemy skill there. Red. Oh, we'll do Red 13's limit now. Whoop! I'm hitting me buttons far too fast there. Oh, don't do this, controller. Right, cure all. There we go. So I want to steal from Cobalt 14, obviously. And we get a pair of silver glasses. I'm gonna have Aerith burn them. Well, Cloud... I'm not sure if Cloud... So, I was going to have Cloud Steel from one of them so we can have a look and see what they've actually got. If I remember rightly, I don't think it's anything massive from the two little side squids there. Red 13, we're going to have him using laser, non-elemental, ignores defense. It's actually really good. We're going to have Aerith get hit, and here comes a cold snap. Nope, okay, we're good there. Have Aerith heal. She is now on the clock with death sentence. That is one thing I like about this boss, mind you, is the fact that he puts you on a clock. And Echo drops, completely and utterly useless. Cloud should be fine there, yeah. Immediately interrupt. Sled Fan Cobalt. And again, I am going to choose to cross slash on Cobalt as well, just because it does give us that paralyze. We do get that free para. At the exact same time, Aerith is going to hit Red 13 upside the head. Now we'll switch to a fire. Why not? While he can't move, we might as well burn him. Now, what can we turn this wee little experiment into? Out and out. If I remember rightly, it's nothing. Damn, Aerith gets hit hard. Matter Magic. What can Red do with Matter Magic? Out of interest. Matter Magic is one of those enemy skills I'd love to say that I use, but I never do. Cloud's Morph does 33. Right, okay. That's all I needed to know, really. 250. What's this, about 250, 300? 360. No, that will pop Aerith's limit there. What's he on? 382, eh? No point using ice on him. Red, how does a fire sound? I have a feeling I'm going to lose my Aerith here, you know. 156. Alright, so this is where it gets awkward. I'm going to have to very slowly morph him. Except the fact that Aerith is just going to straight up die. No. But we do have Phoenix Downs for this exact reason. So it's not... No, it's not the end of the world. It's savable. Couple more morphs, Cloud. Come on. Aerith's dead again. Come on, Cloud. You can do it. Yes, perfect. And we get a fairy ring for morphing Cobalt 14 there. If I remember rightly, the little things on the side don't actually morph into a lot. To be honest, I think it's just a high potion if I remember rightly. You might not like two-legged things there, Red, but deal with it. Deal with it, son. Deal with it. Cloud, I thought you died. Cloud died and went there. Heaven? I mean, he smashed to a church, so... Right. Time for a complete swap around. What I'm probably going to do, I mean, we'll have a look at Red 13 while he's here. We can have a look at his stats, his limit. It's mostly the reason I've seen it on the menu here. So he's got Sled Fang, base 48, drains health, self-sufficient Red 13. Comes with a bronze bangle, as everyone does at this point in the game. And his Cosmo Clip drains HP. So Destruct now has X Zone. Then we've got obviously another Restore, another Fire. Our first enemy skill material with Laser and Matra. And it comes with Gravity linked to his Elemental, which is... I don't know, it just seems like a weird choice for me to have Gravity Elemental. Fire Elemental would make more sense. Now, I'm going to sort my party out off screen here. And I'll sort all my material out and everything. And I'll come back to once I've got all that sorted. So I'll take care of that and I'll meet you back here. Okay, so we're back. So the party I'm going with now is going to be Cloud, Aerith, and Tifa with, you know, it's a semi-decent material setup. I've got obviously Fire all on Cloud with Morph and Steel. He's got Cover, Restore, And then Ice Elemental, just I like to work on the elemental materials. They might come in handy, who knows. And Ice is just a cheap material, cheap magic option. Aerith, obviously Earth All, Fire Elemental. Restore enemy skill because you can make the most use of it with a magic stat. Now Tifa I've actually got in the carbon bangle. And I know that might sound a bit weird, but I'm positive I've only got 2 4 slots at the minute. And the bronze bangle is better for defense. But I do like the 30 dex that she gets off the carbon bangle. So she's got the barrier for the strength and max the HP bonus. Death blow because let's give as much dexterity as possible. Same reason as steel and sense for that matter. And then poison, and poison's the same reason as barrier, really, just to strengthen the HP. Lightning, just because I can. So Cloud's main dump at the minute is Vit is 123. Aerith a decent 75 magic, and Tifa a whopping 144 dex. Now, I am tempted to drop that by getting rid of the silver glasses off her and replacing it with a fairy ring. Just so I can get that look set up and see if we can land some death blows here. But I don't want to do anything else. That is good. That is my party for escaping Shinra. And this is my party for escaping Shinra because I am lazy. And anybody who's played this game before knows that after a while this is the party that we're going to have to use for a minute. So because of that, I am wholeheartedly sticking with this party. Pray potions there. Because that means I don't have to re-equip myself for anything. I am just all go. See, I love this, right? Where are you going? It's like, wait. What do you mean, where am I going? Why would I go anywhere else? Like, that is the easiest way to get out of here. But no, it's going to make us go all the way back down the stairs. Oh, here we go. Let's just see if we can't land a death blow here. Death blow. I mean, it landed. We'd also see what air is like with the enemy skill here. Get another cheeky cross slash in before another death blow. Let's go for it. Or maybe it's not. Okay, fair enough. Maybe we just kill it instead. Why not? Why not? Now, this episode here, right? This is going to be a bit longer than I would like to do, because there is going to be a lot happening in this episode. But you know, we'll roll with it. We'll see what happens here. Long time no see. Sup, rude boy? Come here, rude boy. Can you get you? And there's Sing. Good old Sing. I mean, I like Sing. I'm not gonna lie. I do enjoy Sing. Come to think of it, Sing's probably one of my favourite members of the Turks. He's up there with Reno, like 100%. He's up there with Reno. Where's Aerith? When did they get Barrett and Red? I mean, I'm guessing Reno and just Reno. Maybe it's Elena. Got these two? Possibly. I don't think it's ever explained who got these, unless Rude and Sing are just that quick. Now I can't remember if it was Rude in the original though. If the land is fertile, that means Mako sharks. I mean, just Mako. Just Mako. No sharks, just Mako. Neo Midgar. I don't think it's ever like. I don't think it's ever elaborated on what Neo Midgar would be or look like. Like, is it just going to be Midgar but in a different place, and they're just adopting that role? Like, Is that all that's happening here? Is there maybe a specific reason that it's going to be called Neo Midgar? Sorry for the excuse the tiny graphical glitch that happened there. So here's a fun part. If you say leave it to me here, you can just. I think this is one of the only places in the game you can just sort of perma-stack your affinity with Tifa. I mean, I'm gonna say kind of hard because I want to see if I can get the date with the big man. I mean, I probably won't, but you know. Date with the big man is probably the hardest one to get, actually. There's not as many opportunities for sweet talking and those slight affection bonuses with Barrett as there is with other characters. So it'll be me and Tifa, Cloud, and Aerith. You're Red. About you, dog. Even though, you know, in this one here, Jesse, Biggs, and Wedge are still alive. How's Red doing? Red just misses his grandpa. There's a dog human. You just see my tail is on fire. And the only option left now, if you want to progress the story, obviously it's Aerith, but you know, I wouldn't be doing justice if I didn't have it to see if. Ooh. Ooh. If everyone's dialogue hadn't changed, like. I hate the way my chair squeaks. Probably almost as much as I hate the way the mic picks it up every time it does squeak, but you know. We're here now, aren't we? What can we do? We're not over our heads. This is perfectly acceptable. Perfectly splendid. Normal. Yeah, Tifa's in here. Me and Tifa are bunk mates. Bow, chicka, wow, wow. Does the Promised Land? Of course the Promised Land exists. I mean, anybody that's played either New Threat, the OG, hell, even the remakes, right? We all know that there's no Promised Land, right? It's never been found, it's never been mentioned, it's never been showed. There is no Promised Land. I've always took the Promised Land more as a meaning of, you know, Aerith and the Ancients, or the Cetra, if that's what you'd rather call them than just the Ancients. I'm going to stick with the Ancients because why not? I've always took the Promised Land as meaning, like, you know, when you die, your soul goes on to the Promised Land. Not that there exists a land full of promise and everything you could imagine type of deal, or, you know, some sacred area that only the Ancients can get to, but more of like a, you know, when your body joins the life stream, as a character later puts it, when your soul joins the life stream, takes you to the Promised Land. You only get there when you're absolutely cream crackered. Well, he's dead, Cloud. So I always love this part here where Cloud's just like, something's wrong, look outside, and she doesn't even question the fact that she can just run straight out the door. Like, there's no hesitation. She just doesn't question, she just runs out the door. And here it is, my favourite music. Something's wrong. Something's wrong, guys. Kinda eerie. What's eerie is the fact that I just phased through both of you. What do you mean no human? He's just dead. We killed so many humans on our way up here. But yeah, this is why I chose Aerith and Tifa, because I now no longer have to do a Matavia switch around. But everyone here is dead, and unfortunately, absolutely none of them have any items on them for us. It really sucks, like, you know, not even any gil lying in the pockets that we could take. I mean, you know, this isn't a cheap game. Some of the stuff that we're going to have to buy later on probably going to get a little pricey. Genova escaped. The Headless Wonder. Now, if I'm just going to... No, I'm not going to make a save. I'm not going to make a save. I'm going to make a quick save here, but that would be a lie. Let's see, am I going to get another encounter here? Here we have Zenini. Which... If I remember right, I don't think you can steal anything useful from it, to be honest. I did just miss what I could steal there because I wasn't paying attention. I love how this Steam just plays as we're going through here as well, though. Gehenga! Yeah, nothing. I didn't think we could steal anything from these guys. They're not terribly difficult to fight, these. We know the fact that they left my Tifa a little bit leaky in there. But that's what we've got potions for. Oh, wait, I'm saying we're short on money. We're not that short on money, to be honest. 9,000. Trail leads through here. And the next time we get a big burly materia that I can just sell straight up mastered, I will do it. Death blow. Let's have a look at AoE Quake here, followed by an AoE Fire. Obviously, Tifa's job is just physical attacks, right? I'm not going to be using Tifa to do anything else. And yes, I know you can hit the air for a guaranteed crit. But when I can only attack one enemy and I know it's going to hit, I don't see the point of... Wow, Cloud, 82 damage, Cloud? I mean, these guys are probably resistant to fire, to be honest. But... you know, we ball, I guess. We ball. Some big scratch marks on the wall, that mind you. I think Genova's been kidnapped by the Sasquatch. A Yeti. Or maybe it's even a Chupacabra. And not even these guys here have anything on them for us. It is really kind of disappointing. I would have liked just one of these enemies to have something on them to pick up. You know, much like the Shinra guards at the beginning of the game. They had potions on them. I suppose these aren't Shinra guards as much as these are just Shinra workforce, as it were. I suppose. Cloud, it's Sephiroth. No, I think if we take that sword, we can definitely use it, Cloud. 100% if we take that sword, we can use it. So, Palmer, you're going to get some lard in your tea with honey and butter. Saw it with his own eyes. He means to murder us. A reunion. See, this is the thing, right? This is where the Promised Land and the Sephiroth and everything like that all comes out and it all goes everywhere. Like, a reunion at the Promised Land, right? Because obviously, listen, this is not a spoiler-free playthrough, right? I hold no interest in not spoiling this game at this point, right? It's been out long enough. If you don't know what's happening in it, right, then fair enough. Spoiling it might seem a bit extreme. But still, I'm going to do it anyway. Maybe during these events here I should talk to Barrett first. But anyway. Sephiroth, obviously we know he's not an ancient. He's not at the Promised Land. He is in... well, he's in a crater tangled up in vines. And obviously the reunion is failed experiments making their way to him. But I could go on a massive tirade here about how Sephiroth, as cool a villain as he is, the only thing he actually does is burn down Nibelheim, and then he never does anything again because everything else is Genova. It's the Genova cells within Sephiroth's body doing everything. It is the Genova. It's Genova that we chase around the world. Everybody knows. I could go on a tirade forever about why that sort of takes Sephiroth down the tier list of what makes him the better, like one of the better villains in Final Fantasy, and obviously puts Kefka straight on that throne because he is one psychotic clown, a little psychopath. But anyway, I digress. Ex-soldier first class, Avalanche, me too, Flower Girl, a research specimen. Jesus Christ, what are we? The new team for Scooby-Doo? Like, we're gonna get our own mystery machine here. So not this one where I can make Cloud move about the place, no? Oh, no, that's later. That's later. This is Rufus's dodgy little speech. Junior has the world in his pocket. Got the whole world in his hands. He's got the whole wide world. And no, anybody else has not have to sing them at school during assembly? No? No? Get everything out of here. Go! I mean, Cloud is right. Security will be there, like, almost immediately. Why does Barrett say it? All right. All right, Cloud. But this has been... Right. This has been our introduction to Rufus. He'll be alright. He'll be tight, son. God, I'm looking forward to Scary Movie. The new Scary Movie coming out. And as always, Tifa will wait for Cloud. So, the fun thing about this game though, if I remember rightly, yes, it's automatically stripped Cloud of his gear. And this accessory, we now have the peace ring. So, what we have to do now... Oh, I don't want the Titan Bangle. Let's go back. I want the Titan Bangle for the strength. Right, as silly as this is going to sound, right, I am going to keep the Titan Bangle on Barrett, right? I'm actually going to keep the Pulse Bangle on him as well and give him a Protect Vest. I know what's coming up. Unfortunately, that does not give Barrett a lot of material slots, so he does not actually get a lot that he gets to do here. Now, thankfully, for what I want to actually set up here, Barrett does not need to do a lot. I will give him gravity. Yeah, gravity. So we can restore all on red. Red can have sense. I mean, heck, I haven't even given Barrett. Give him cover. Oh, I don't really want to give him cover, to be honest with you. Right, red needs lightning. Red can have fire and ice as well. Because unfortunately, what's coming up here is going to be an absolute pain. And for the sake of it, actually, I can put everybody in the back row. But there is a new lady down here, which is fairly cool. I like the addition of this. You know, we can buy a few things, buy some more dirty bombs if we wanted. We so choose to. We can sell some stuff. Do I have anything to sell? Fairy rings are worth 2,800 apiece. I didn't know that. 2 pairs of silver glasses, 2,400. No, the leather glove I know I don't need anymore. The bronze bangles I'll keep. The mithril armor I'll keep. I do not need my 2 hard edges. Carbons I'm keeping. Okay, everything else I'm keeping. I don't have any other material to sell yet. Most of the pity. But when you back out of that there, she is a save point as well. So I am going to make myself a cheeky little double save here. And this is where we're going to leave this one. And next time we shall escape. We shall get to the ground floor of Shinra headquarters and see if we can't escape while Cloud is dealing with Rufus. But until then, lords and ladies, this has been the Casual Gaming Dad. Join us next time. But for now, stay safe.